My name is Ann Nazareth Manning, and I'm the chair of Birmingham Youth Assistance. Welcome to the students being honored this evening and the remarkable parents who raised them. Welcome to the nominators. Without your taking the time and making the effort to bring these students to our attention, we would be unable to hold this program and honor these remarkable kids. It's our pleasure and privilege tonight to celebrate local middle school and high school students who benefit the entire community by choosing to make service their priority. Some days the world can seem pretty grim. Every day we're hearing news about war, shootings, appallingly combative politics, discrimination, prejudice, and cruelty. It can be very discouraging. But when I hear about the commitment of these young role models here tonight, it gives me renewed hope. These students are tomorrow's leaders, and they're already showing us how much they care. The title of this event, A Celebration of Youth in Service, was not randomly selected. This is truly a celebration. We often hear and read about young people who have made some poor choices, but we don't often learn about those who give generously of their time and passion to help others. Tonight's the night we get to shine a much-deserved spotlight on these young leaders and thank them for their service. I'm grateful for all of you for making the time to come. I'd like to mention a couple guests in particular. We're delighted that made their way out. Dr. Mark Linneberg, Deputy Superintendent of Birmingham Schools. Dr. Susan Smith, Grove's Principal. Dr. Imbriga Roberson, the Superintendent who you will be hearing from shortly. Fred Costello from Derby Middle School, and Pam Strelowski from Oakland County Youth Assistance, and many more. If I've not mentioned your name, apologies. Before we begin tonight's program, I would like to invite two young ladies to come up here and join me. Hope Hughes and Hannah Marshall. Are they in here? Yes, could you come up, girls? You may recognize them as the talented musicians who were just performing for us. This is actually the third year in a row. The third year in a row that they've made this evening even more special by sharing their talent. But that's not all you need to know about Hope and Hannah. In 2022 and 2023, they were honored at this event for their service to the community. Along with two friends who were unable to make it tonight, they have been performing for more than 5 years as a string quartet, bringing concerts to multiple senior living facilities across the county. While there, they also visit with the seniors, engaging in conversation, forming relationships, and bringing joy. This ensemble is completely voluntary and student-led. Please join me in appreciating Hope and Hannah. And we would also like to present this donation to the CM Orchestra program.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So much.
Thank you so much. I'd now like to introduce the superintendent of the Birmingham Public School District, Dr. Imbriga Roberson. Dr. Roberson has been with the district since 2008, serving as the principal of both Harlan Elementary and Groves High School before being appointed to her present position in 2021. And I'm delighted to add that she's an enthusiastic volunteer supporting the work of Birmingham Youth Assistance.
So on behalf of Birmingham Public Schools, I want to thank Ann Manning and the Birmingham Youth Assistance for their partnership with Birmingham Public Schools and for all of the work that they do for our students. I also want to just say that this event is so special because I think that there's no better way to teach empathy than through service. And so having our students so early in life think of someone outside of themselves, which is normal for adolescents, is truly remarkable. And I only hope that they continue to serve as an example to both people young and old of how we can give back to our greater world and to our community. I want to thank you as parents and grandparents and family members for supporting your students. And students, I want to just say to you, It is because of you that it gives me hope that our world will continue to be better. So keep it up. You are amazing, and we love you. Thank you.
Amanda Shelton has been a practicing attorney since 2004 and was elected to the Oakland County Circuit Court in 2023. She's assigned to the Family Division, where she handles divorce, custody, juvenile delinquency, and neglect matters. No stranger to community service herself, Judge Shelton has served others in many ways, including as a member of the Child Protective Legal Representation Task Force for the Michigan Supreme Court. It's my honor and pleasure to introduce the Honorable Amanda Shelton.
I am happy to be here. As I was introduced, my name is Amanda Shelton, and I am a judge in family court in Oakland County Circuit. I was actually technically elected in 2022 and took the bench in 2023. I deal with a lot of families in crisis. I'm going to get into that in a minute. But most importantly, although my role is a judge, my most important role is a parent. I have a student here at Groves High School. I have a student at Berkshire Middle School. And for those of you who know my family, some of you do, we spend a lot of time at or near a pool. I have very aquatic animals, very aquatic children, apparently. We spend a lot of time at the pool. You know, it's an honor to support and recognize the kids that are here tonight, and to really dedicate some time to recognizing their achievements. Because in my role as a family court judge, I see families and kids who are often in crisis. I see families who are being destroyed because of conflict, because of addiction. I'm seeing kids who had very successful futures that are in peril because of one bad decision. Some of my youth are on the precipice of tipping into the abyss of the criminal justice system. But it is our jobs as judges, as prosecutors, as caseworkers, to hold on to that kid and never let them fall into that abyss. Our role in the juvenile justice system is not to punish, it is to rehabilitate. It is not to criticize, but to encourage. It is to show the path forward, not to hold kids back. And so in that role, it's incredibly important that we wrap around our youth and we provide the resources and the encouragement they need, regardless of the path that they may be on. And you today should be very proud. These are your children. These are our community kids that we get to stand up here and recognize tonight. I would be remiss if I didn't share with you the very, very important partnership that the court has with youth assistants. They are a critical partner in helping families and youth get back on track and stay on track, and limits kids and families' further interactions with the courts. Birmingham Youth Assistance has been doing this important work for 62 years. Go ahead and clap, that's good. That's a big deal, yeah. And because of that, the Birmingham Youth Assistant Program has made a generational impact on the communities that it serves. We gather here today to celebrate our youth and service volunteers, and we need to reflect that the youth that are sitting in these seats right now are the leaders of our community in the future. Some of the kids in this room will all sit and like, we knew them when. Those kids are here tonight. Their hard work and dedication to serve others now is a window into the future of the positive impacts that they will continue to make as adults. The youth being recognized tonight have used their unique talents and skills to provide literally thousands of hours of volunteer service. You can clap for that too. These services include a whole wide range of things. I was reading the brochure before I came tonight, and it's everything from homelessness to doing fundraising and awareness for juvenile diabetes, cancer research, helping individuals with special needs, tutoring students after school, cleaning up the environment. And friends, that was only the first 2 pages. I mean, what these kids have done and the wide range of services they have provided is truly amazing. So students, as your community leaders, as your parents, as your educators, and as your friends, we thank you for leading with compassion and with kindness. And we thank you for all you do and congratulate you on this achievement.
Dr. Katie Schaefer lives and works in Birmingham, and like the students we're honoring tonight, she enjoys giving back to her community as well. She was board certified by the American Board of Pediatrics in 2010 and is one of the owners of Bloom Pediatrics. In 2021, Katie was elected to the Birmingham City Commission, and in 2023, she was appointed as Mayor Pro Tem of Birmingham. She's also an active volunteer and board member at Birmingham Youth Assistance. I'm delighted to introduce Dr. Katie Schaefer.
Good evening, everyone. It is truly an honor to be included here tonight at the Birmingham Youth Assistance Youth and Service Award Ceremony. I come to you as both a representative of the city of Birmingham, and I'd like to say that as a pediatrician, I am here among my people. And many of you think of pediatricians as taking care of babies, but we take great pleasure in taking care of kids from when they are born until they graduate from high school, and some of them into college. This is an evening where we have an opportunity to present awards to extraordinary young people. And when I say that I know thousands of teenagers in this county, you are a special group of young people. As a pediatrician, I've had the privilege of caring for countless children and adolescents over the past 14 years, and I can say with great certainty that kids are the future of our society. These past several years have presented unprecedented challenges for our youth as they navigated the complexities of a global pandemic. The COVID-19 pandemic brought about a multitude of difficulties for young people, from disruptions in their education, social interactions, increased feelings of isolation, anxiety, and uncertainty about their future. Many faced financial hardships, mental health challenges, and loss of loved ones. But despite these challenges, the young men and women present here today have shown incredible resilience, strength, and determination coming out of this adversity. They have chosen compassion over fear, and they have not only persevered and emerged successful through these difficult times, but they have gone above and beyond to support their peers, the community, and those in need. This selflessness and dedication that they have shown as young people, I am certain, will prove to serve them well as they become young adults and adults like the women you see up here and the people you will hear from going forward. So as we celebrate these exceptional young people and their remarkable achievements, I hope we can find a renewed sense of hope and inspiration for our future. When I say that I am proud to be here, I am proud of each and every one of you because you are a standout in your community and you deserve the utmost recognition. So we look forward to celebrating you this evening.
At this point, we're going to start bringing students up on the stage to be recognized, beginning with middle school students. Middle school students, could you please make your way over to the steps here? After all the students have been recognized, a middle school student and a high school student will be selected as our All-Stars and will receive a financial award from Birmingham Youth Assistance and the Birmingham Optimists. And finally, for the first time this year, the Lions Club of Beverly Hills will be selecting another high school student to receive their Lions Pride Award. Susan? I'd like to introduce Susan Robbins, the Vice Chair of Birmingham Youth Assistance. She and I will take turns telling you about the achievements of these kids because you don't want to hear me talk for a whole hour. We are well aware that everyone here tonight has a busy schedule and the kids have homework. Accordingly, we will be touching only on the highlights. I encourage you to read about these students in our program, which includes additional details beyond what we're going to discuss. I have no doubt you will be amazed by the depth and breadth of their compassion and service. Kendall Dorfman. Kendall is a 7th grader at Berkshire Middle School. Come stand over here next to me. Kendall is a dedicated volunteer for the Friendship Circle, a nonprofit that provides support to individuals with special needs. Last summer, she provided one-on-one support during 2 full weeks of the organization's overnight camp, assisting young campers with disabilities from 7 a.m. until their bedtime at 9 p.m. I don't know if I could do that. She also supported Friendship Circle in other ways, including fundraising, for a total of more than 160 hours. Thank you. Olivia Goins, an 8th grader at Berkshire Middle School. Olivia, in partnership with her aunt, has assembled and distributed more than 300 self-care packages for the homeless. They created packages unique to both women and men. She also is very active in her school community, leading initiatives, including the school's Green Club and its Friday morning bagel sales that raise money to support local nonprofits. Thank you, Olivia. Nathaniel Lev. Nathaniel is an 8th grader at Berkshire Middle School. Oh, up here, don't skip me. Nathaniel is a leader in service at his school. He co-leads the Friday morning bagel sales that raise money for nonprofits, is a regular weekly tutor at the district Saturday school, and has helped to build awareness for breast cancer research and other causes. Nathaniel also serves on the Mid-Action Board, part of the Birmingham Bloomfield Community Coalition, and has worked at his local beach, picking up trash and watering trees. Thank you. Catherine Reed. Catherine is a 6th grader at Derby Middle School. Catherine spends her lunch recreation time every day hanging out with and playing games with her friends in the special education program. She feels that it's important that they feel included and understood. Catherine models kind and appropriate behavior and teaches her friends to be more independent. She also encourages other students in her school to join the Links program and to be a buddy to kids in the special education program. She has dedicated about 100 hours in the past year to helping these kids. Thank you. Thank you.
Sophia Steffen currently volunteers as a Science Olympiad coach, mentoring 8 4th and 5th grade girls on the West Maple Rock Hound team. She used her own experience competing in this event to help the others prepare and to inspire them to pursue their interest in science. Sophia also serves as a Berkshire ambassador, serving at the event's 5th graders and seeking every opportunity to ease their transition into middle school. Thank you, Sophia. Alan Terazian spent 3 full weeks of summer volunteering at Friendship Circle's day camp. He provided one-on-one or one-on-two support for students with disabilities, helping them become comfortable in the camp setting, enjoying themselves, and making friends. He also raised more than $1,100 for the organization. Alan has organized a canned food drive that yielded more than 800 cans of food and serves on the Baldwin Public Library Teen Advisory Board. Alan is a sought-after tutor at the district's Saturday school, a Berkshire ambassador, and much more. In the past year, he has contributed more than 180 hours of service to the community. Arno Terazarian, like his brother Alan, has been an active supporter of Friendship Circle. He volunteered for 1 week on their summer day camp, providing one-on-one support to special needs kids, enabling them to experience camp safely and at their own pace. Arno was matched with 1 student each day during his week and also raised more than $1,100 for the organization. He serves on the Baldwin Public Library Teen Advisory Board and is an active volunteer at Berkshire. Congratulations. Over the summer, Claire and Olivia Yandora volunteered, which they are not with us this evening, but over the summer they volunteered for 1 week at Dutton Farms, a nonprofit that supports and empowers the disabled through adult education, community involvement, and workforce development. Claire assisted about 30 people with special needs who were being trained to work as farmers, helping them complete their daily tasks and preparing their lunches. Olivia focused on the adult education program, helping about 25 individuals with special needs to learn new skills. Both Claire and Olivia helped the Dutton Farm clients learn to care for animals on the farm.
I mentioned earlier that nominators are the lifeblood of this program. We simply cannot recognize these students until we're aware of what they've been doing to help the community. And we're so grateful to those who take the time and make the effort to nominate kids. Who are these nominators? They can be almost anyone. Really, the only criteria are that they be an adult and not related to the student they nominate. A nominator can be a teacher, a school administrator, a nonprofit staff member, a family friend, a faith community leader, a neighbor, or someone who has benefited personally from the service. This year, we're honoring 41 students thanks to the effort put forth by 22 nominators. 41 students, 22 nominators. Those don't match up very well, do they? Well, that's because a lot of the nominations come from those unsung heroes we in the Birmingham Public School District called community service organizers. They organize service opportunities for the kids, and they have a front row seat on the activities, so they see which kids step forward again and again, take leadership roles, and are always ready to do more. Does that mean they have lots of spare time on their hands to fill out these nomination forms? Heck no, but they do it anyway. I'd like to invite 3 ladies to join me on stage. Pam Luckin from Berkshire. Liz Sack from Groves. And Katie Parker from Seaholm. Year after year, Pam and Elizabeth support us by nominating so many wonderful students. Katie is relatively newer to her job, but wasted no time jumping in the deep end and sending us multiple nominations. Ladies, I just don't know where this program would be without you. We're so grateful. Thank you. Beckett Bambro was not able to be here tonight. He's a junior from Groves High School. He volunteered for 2 fall seasons to coach a middle school flag football team comprised of about 10 to 12 7th and 8th grade athletes. He, along with 2 assistant coaches that he recruited, taught the team valuable skills while also serving as positive role models, fostering a culture of sportsmanship and dedication. Beckett's leadership, maturity, and dedication led to the team's improvement and success both on and off the field. Vittorio Bevione. Vittorio is a junior at Seaholm High School. He has dedicated about 110 hours to supporting the Dante Alighieri Society of Detroit, a cultural organization that serves as a center for Italian language classes and culture. He volunteered at Love It Detroit, an event organized by the Consulate of Italy and the Dante Alighieri Society to highlight Italian design. Vittorio served as an usher and docent, welcoming up to 3,000 people and providing them information about the exhibits. He also has served the society by helping them move to a new office and tutoring middle school students. Becca Bernstein. Becca is a junior at Groves High School. Becca has provided much valued support to the Pontiac-based Gary Bernstein Community Health Clinic, which serves low-income families with no health insurance. A team she organized collected both funds and donated goods that enabled the creation of 360 hygiene care packages for the clinic's patients. Becca has also supported this clinic by performing office tasks and raising more than $30,000 by directing donations to the clinic in lieu of gifts for her bat mitzvah. Thank you, Becca. Alberto Corrales. Alberto is a junior at Seaholm High School. He volunteers at World Medical Relief, a nonprofit with the mission of distributing surplus medical resources to local, national, and international hospitals and clinics in need. Alberto's work involves sorting and packaging donated medical supplies for shipment, ensuring that expired items are separated so only usable supplies are shipped. Alberto has served about 40 hours in the past year.
Nia Daniels has been a Berkshire Middle School Honors Orchestra mentor for 2 years, facilitating early morning sessions to help middle school musicians master challenging pieces and techniques. She is a leader and a guide for Grove's Big Brother, Big Sister mentors, working to help incoming freshmen feel welcomed and make a successful transition to high school. Nia co-founded a For the Girls program to help 8th grade girls strengthen the female support system before they enter high school. Nice work, Nia. Dylan Day has served the Pontiac-based Bound Together program as an after-school tutor twice a week since October 2023. The second grade students he tutors have made substantial improvements in math skills, reading comprehension, vocabulary, and grammar. Dylan also has been a strong role model. His tutoring success was greatly enhanced by the strong relationship he developed with the younger children. Nice one. Lara and Maya Hamoud, twin sisters, have formed a nonprofit called the Perception Foundation. It works to support children with neurodivergent conditions, such as autism, by raising money to build sensory rooms in schools and other locations that serve youth. To date, they have built 7 sensory rooms, with new ones planned to open in the future, and have raised $15,000. A unique aspect of the Perception Foundation is Lara and Myra's focus on inclusivity and serving kids in underprivileged areas whose needs might otherwise go unnoticed. They have donated more than 150 sensory kits to special education classrooms in low-income areas. The fact that Lara and Maya created the foundation while still in the elementary school and now, as 10th graders, are continuing to build momentum speaks to their dedication. Over the past year, their work has impacted an estimated 10,000 individuals. Together, they have committed more than 300 hours of service in the past year, with a cumulative total well over 1,000 hours.
Gabrielle Hillman is a senior at Seaholm. Gabrielle has been a dedicated tutoring volunteer at Bound Together, helping underprivileged children in the Pontiac area. In this role, she helps students stay on track academically in subjects like reading, writing, and math, while also nurturing their social skills and serving as a role model. She has had the opportunity to work with some of the same children through her church's youth ministry. Thank you, Gabrielle. Alexa Hugel. Alexa is a junior at Groves. She conducted a massive toy drive for the oncology unit at Corewell Health. As a pediatric cancer survivor, she remembered receiving toys while in the hospital for procedures or long stays. She collected money and toys, using the funds to purchase gift cards for the teens and additional toys for the children battling cancer. In all, Alexa presented to the clinic $800 in gift cards, 280 toys, and a $700 donation made in her name to a scholarship for children fighting cancer. Thank you, Alexa. Sadie Jaboro is a senior at Marion High School. Sadie has consistently volunteered throughout her high school years. She has led Vacation Bible School and coached middle school volleyball all 4 years. She recently organized a Hoodies for the Homeless drive, which collected more than 100 hoodies and pairs of sweatpants for those in need in Detroit. She also helped with a school fundraiser that yielded more than $10,000 for St. Jude's Children's Hospital. Thank you, Sadie. Dina Kamal. Dina is a junior at Seaholm High School. She has fostered positive mental health at Seaholm High School through her founding of the You Matter Club. Under her leadership, the club has undertaken initiatives such as distributing Tootsie Roll Pops with encouraging messages during exams, creating welcoming back messages with sidewalks chalk, and posting positive messages throughout the school. Under her leadership, the club rallied many students to write kind, appreciative notes to teachers and staff, and organized an event that raised $100 for Care House, a child advocacy center in Pontiac. Thank you.
Leo Kim volunteers at World Medical Relief, a nonprofit with the mission of distributing surplus medical resources to hospitals and clinics in need locally, nationally, and internationally. Leo has been supporting World Medical Relief for 3 years. In the past 12 months, he has served about 200 hours on Saturdays, school breaks, and during the summer. He sorts medical supplies and readies them for shipment around the world. As a team leader, he introduces new volunteers to work and provides them with guidance. Leo also serves at his church and is an assistant teacher at the Woori Korean School. Congratulations. Lauren King is serving in her 3rd year as a tutor at Pontiac-based organization called Bound Together. She has worked with about 10 children in a variety of subjects, areas, and has been an excellent role model. Lauren also volunteers weekly in the pharmacy at Corewell Health Beaumont Hospital. Congratulations. Luke Linowitz volunteers at World Medical Relief, a nonprofit with the mission of distributing surplus medical resources to hospitals and clinics in need locally, nationally, and internationally. He has served the organization for 2 years, including 220 hours of service in the past 12 months. Luke's promotion to team leader has expanded his role in ensuring the quality of supplies being shipped out and has enabled him to support the organization's fundraising efforts. Congratulations, Luke. Reed Linowitz and a friend partnered with Team Wellness Center and Reach Out and Read to create a literacy program for underserved children in Detroit. They trained as off-site coordinators, raised $800 through platforms including GoFundMe, and received 600 books and additional donations. With the funds, Reed and his friends have so far acquired more than 200 developmentally appropriate books for children. They are planning virtual and in-person sessions in which volunteers can read aloud to the children. Congratulations.
Our next honoree, Lily Liss, was unable to be here. She's a freshman at Seaholm High School. She volunteers at Yad Ezra, Michigan's only kosher food pantry. As a shopper, she picks out items for the pantry's clients based on requests on their shopping lists. She also spent $400 of her own money to make 20 bags of essential items, which she handed out in underprivileged areas of Detroit. In lieu of receiving gifts for her bat mitzvah, she directed donations to the Allergy Research Center at the University of Michigan, raising nearly $2,000. Sarah Litkoviec. Sarah is a junior at Groves. She organized an event that enabled her school to support the Canine Companions Dog Rescue by creating braided toys out of recycled T-shirts. In partnership with the Groves Interact Club, she collected more than 500 T-shirts. She then organized an evening event featuring a speaker from Canine Companions and a visit from the Corewell Health Beaumont Therapy Dogs, at which the community created more than 200 dog toys. Sarah also is an ambassador for Grove's Big Brother, Big Sister and helps set the Friendship Circle. Thank you, Sarah. Haley Lasia. Haley's a junior at Seaholm. She's an active volunteer at her school, participating in all events for Seaholm's 2 service organizations. As part of the leadership team, she has organized many activities, including leaf raking for seniors, making meals for those in need, organizing an annual fundraising 5K race, and more. Haley constantly encourages other students to join in the activities. She also is part of the teen service team at Spring Hill Summer Camp. Nathan Lucken. Nathan is a senior at Groves High School. Nathan has served as Groves ambassador and as a Big Brother Big Sister captain. He supports new students by welcoming them, helping them to classes, and encouraging them to make connections. During his 4 years in Student Congress, he consistently has sought opportunities to build spirit and inclusivity. For several years, he has served as the school mascot, Freddie the Falcon, donning the costume for many community events. He helped to plan a field day for Berkshire students that included autistic students and those with physical disabilities. Nathan has participated in many service projects at Groves. Thank you, Nathan.
So Bailey's not here. Bailey Mingus founded an online exchange program called Activa to Speaking, connecting students learning Spanish at her school with students learning English at a school in Jalisco, Mexico. Students communicate by sending videos through WhatsApp chats and occasional Zoom meetings. Bailey independently teaches English virtually to students in Uganda and the Ukraine, and she is working on her ESL certification. Luca Molo has volunteered for 3 years at the Friendship Circle, a nonprofit serving individuals with special needs. He presently has responsibility for recruiting volunteers and ran such an effective recruiting campaign that there is now a wait list for those who wish to serve. Luca revitalized the No Place for Hate campaign at Groves, seeking to improve the climate and culture in the building. As the school therapy dog program coordinator, Luca assisted in raising more than $7,000 towards the Groves goal of getting its own full-time therapy dog. Thank you, Luca. Gabriella Nostovsky led a team promoting Charity Week events, with the result that her school raised more than $10,000 to donate to Common Ground in Pontiac. She has welcomed incoming high school families as a school ambassador, helped many students study for final, and supported initiatives such as creating holiday gift bags for the underprivileged and helping the South Oakland shelter fundraising 5K. Nice work. Kiran Patel and a friend partnered with Team Wellness Center and Reach Out and Read to create a literacy program for underserved children in Detroit. They trained as off-site coordinators, raised $800 through platforms including GoFundMe, and received 600 books in additional donations. With the funds, they have so far acquired more than 200 developmentally appropriate books for children. Hiran also created craft kits for children at Corewell Health Beaumont Hospital, seeking to make their stays easier using money he raised himself. For each of the 3 age groups, he prepared 47 bags with contents including toys, coloring books, and Play-Doh. Nice work. Congratulations.
Milan Patel is a junior at Seaholm High School. Milan has volunteered for nearly 2 years at World Medical Relief, a nonprofit with the mission of distributing surplus medical resources to hospitals and clinics in need. In the past year, he has served about 200 hours and has packaged more than 50 containers that have been shipped out, containing a variety of medical resources, including surgical supplies. In his role as team leader, Milan has the added responsibility of guiding and overseeing new volunteers as they learn to sort and package medical supplies for distribution locally and internationally. Thank you, Milan. Sydney Pereira is a junior at the International Academy, Oakma. Sydney volunteered as a steward at Bowers Farm Day Camp and Winter Camp, engaging with the children and organizing activities. As a member of the Haven Youth Action Board, she was instrumental in a book drive that collected 70 boxes of books. Sydney also sold refreshments at Arts, Beats, and Eats to raise money, raising $600 for Build On, a nonprofit dedicated to building schools in underdeveloped countries. As an intern in the Birmingham City Clerk's office, Sydney has assisted voters during elections and performed other office functions. Thank you, Sydney. Sophie Petrovich. Sophie is a junior at Groves High School. Sophie has volunteered in support of Birmingham Youth Assistance several times over the past year. She assisted participants and helped manage crowds at Breakfast with Santa at the Townsend Hotel and touch a truck at Bingham Farms Elementary. Sophie also serves on the board of 100 Plus Teens Who Care About Detroit, contributing to the organization's philanthropic donations. Sophie independently undertook a collection and donated 250 gently used books to Oakland County Children's Village. Ethan Rass, a junior at Groves High School. Ethan has been a dedicated youth ambassador for the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation for 11 years, since his diagnosis with type 1 diabetes at age 5. Ethan and his family participate annually in the JDRF One Walk and cumulatively have raised more than $160,000 for diabetes research. Yeah, I think we can clap for that. In addition to fundraising, Ethan is an active spokesperson, advocating passionately both locally and in Washington in support of funding for diabetes research, awareness, and education. He visited Washington as part of the JDRF Children's Congress and advocated successfully for the renewal of the Special Diabetes Program. Thank you, Ethan.
Owen Reibshield volunteers at Bound Together, an organization that provides tutoring, friendship, and community to children and their families in Pontiac. He helps out several times a week, supervising gym activities and serving meals to the students in addition to tutoring them in various subjects. Last year, Owen volunteered one class period every day in an autistic spectrum disorder classroom at Seaholm. The time he dedicated greatly expanded the span of the ASD students' social circles, helping them to develop social skills and improving the quality of their high school experience. Thank you. Toby Waterman assists and mentors sixth grade design students taking design and technology classes at North Hills Middle School. He helps them with their physical and digital computing projects. He's an excellent role model and communicator, listening to the students as well as sharing advice. Toby volunteers at Friendship Circle, assisting children with special needs, and has supported Build On by raising funds to help build schools in developing countries. Congratulations. Marco Zerdrowski has been an active volunteer at Seaholm Interact Service Club. His contributions have included monitoring the line at the Shane Park Santa House, raking leaves for senior citizens, planting trees at Beverly Park, and making cards for sick children in the hospital. Marco helped with the BEF Unabashed Bash and participated in Seaholm Multicultural Retreat. Congratulations. Mariah Zier volunteers at the organization PBJ Outreach, serving the homeless in Detroit for nearly 370 hours in the past year. Every Saturday morning at 6 a.m., she goes to her church to prepare and bag food to hand out to the homeless. Then she drives to Detroit and passes out the food, showing up at the outdoor venue regardless of the weather condition. At her school, Mariah and her classmates raised more than $15,000 to help sick children at St. Jude. She organized the St. Jude projects, including bake sales, and took responsibility for getting more than 20 girls to volunteer each weekend. Nice work.
It's often said that Birmingham Youth Assistance is the best kept secret in town because relatively few people are aware of our services and programs. I'd like to introduce BYA board member Meg Sullivan-Lope, who, while the students are being photographed, will tell you a little bit about who we are and what we do.
Thanks, Ann. I think we'd all agree that this is an incredibly impressive group of kids. I mean, I'm blown away. So naturally, we need to get some photos. So while they're taking the group photos, I'd like to just give you a snapshot of BYA, what we are and what we're trying to do. BYA is one of 26 local youth assistance offices in Oakland County, operating under the direction of the Family Division of the Oakland County Circuit Court. We're now operating, I think you heard earlier, in our 62nd year, which is pretty impressive. Our mission remains the same: to strengthen youth and families and also reduce the incidence of delinquency, abuse, and neglect, all through community involvement. We have a two-part organization that helps us achieve this. First is the prevention arm. That is the Oakland County Circuit Court that we just mentioned, and it features professional casework by our caseworkie, Kathy Womack. On the other side of the coin is a group of very dedicated volunteers who meet regularly, who provide both programs and events for the youth in need in our community. I might add that despite the fact that we do have these regular events and programs, if there's an additional need, what I have found is we're going to work on it and find a way to help meet that need. It's a great group, very, very dedicated. Our professional caseworker, Kathy, who I mentioned, provides short-term counseling to youth and their families to help them through all sorts of challenges. It's really amazing. In fact, I'd like to take a minute to just recognize Kathy, who's way in the back of the room. She really does outstanding work. We're very fortunate to have her, so thank you, Kathy. BYA is funded through 3 different sponsors. The courts provide the professional staffing, like Kathy, that we just talked about. Contributions from our local municipalities help us pay for basic operating and program expenses, and BPS provides in-kind support. They provide offices for us to work in, technology, and that kind of thing. We appreciate it, but I might add that we also thrive on donations. So donations can be made either in person or online, and it is a very worthy cause, obviously. The brochure that you received tonight, as well as the trifold, has all of our information as far as emails and websites. So if you're interested, please take a look. We'd appreciate it. What I'm really most excited about is the great programs that we have. We offer parent education, of course, and summer camp scholarships. It's really good, healthy environment for kids that would not otherwise be able to attend camps. So it's a great program. Our Mentors Plus program matches youth with screened adults who are trained and are very passionate about helping the people that they serve. The mentoring program is also a terrific program for our youth. And of course, our Youth in Service program, which we've all witnessed tonight, which, I mean, what can you say? It's very, very special. But Birmingham Youth Assistance also offers some very fun programs designed to strengthen families. One of them is the Kids Dog Show for kids age 4 to 14. This is something that I happen to be involved in this year, and honestly, it's if you have a child in that age group and you have a dog, it's a great program. It's not only fun for the kids and for the parents and the families. What I found is that it really meets the objective of bringing families and the community together. It's very, very successful. So think about it for next year. Our next event is Touch a Truck. It's coming on May 18th at Bingham Farms Elementary. So if you know families with younger children who might want to climb on fire trucks and pretend they're driving a school bus, help us spread the word. Again, it's May 18th at Bingham Farms Elementary. Lastly, like any organization, we need and welcome volunteers. I'm fairly new to the organization, but I can say I am very impressed by what's happening here. The need for it, I may not have been aware of before this, but there is a need. It's a great cause. So if you know anyone who would be at least 18 years of age and either lives in Birmingham or attends Birmingham schools, tell them about it. Again, if you're interested, give us a call or tell them about it, or a contact is on our website. So something to think about. And we do appreciate your support and your being here tonight. So hopefully we'll get this picture taken and then we can move on. Thank you, everyone. Thanks, Ann.
As I mentioned at the beginning of the program, each year we select one middle school student and one high school student as our all-stars. How do you pick someone from this group? They get presented with a financial award. As you can imagine, that is a very difficult task, selecting a few that stand out from the others because they're all amazing. Here to present those awards are Eleanor Rolston, president of the Birmingham Optimist Club, and Dick Stacey's a board member of both the Birmingham Youth Assistants and the Birmingham Optimist Club. Eleanor and Dick?
So beauty before age, I'll let Eleanor speak first. She is our distinguished president of the Birmingham Optimist Club.
Hello, everyone. What a wonderful event. Everyone before me has said all these grand things, so what can I say that's different and is meaningful? One thing I would say is that I grew up in a very different time, as you can tell. Things were simpler. We didn't travel like everybody travels. We didn't have all the wonderful opportunities that you have, but also we weren't pushed to do so many things either. Anyway, my mother was a single mom, and she taught us that you do your part and a little bit more. She modeled that. She always did that, and I grew up believing that. However, what I'm seeing today is not a little bit more. It's a whole lot more. I happen to be an artist, and I happen to be a photographer, and so I see things very visually. And what impressed me was looking at the shining faces of all the young people who came across the stage, and I thought how many I'd love to do a portrait of. You know, I mean, it's just wonderful to see everybody. And the Birmingham Optimists are our founding goals is to be a friend of youth. And so we participate in a number of things like an essay contest for high schoolers, an oratorical contest. We do things with the Y, or we support the Y, and of course Birmingham, the BYAC. Did I get it right? Wrong. Right. Okay. Anyway, but we do like doing all the things with youth. But I have one thing. I had a chance to read everything ahead of time, and I have one word to say to you. Wow!
I represent both of the organizations that are putting on this program tonight, the Birmingham Optimist Club and Birmingham Youth Assistants. I've been involved in both of the organizations for a number of years, and we joined forces to put on this program. It's co-sponsored by both of the organizations. We call this the Champion Award. And let me just explain what the champion means, the definition to us. A champion is focused on how to improve themselves and those around them. It's a person who plans, speaks, and acts in favor of a cause. I think that our two award recipients exemplify this. The first one is going to be our middle school youth. And so when I mention your name, please come up on stage and accept your award. This would be Alan Tarazian. As you've heard about Alan, that volunteering at the day camp for disadvantaged youngsters, he's also been involved in the Teen Advisory Board at the library. He's been able to provide or work on providing crafts for us for our Birmingham Youth Assistance Touch-A-Truck. In addition to tutoring on Saturdays, the program, he's certainly a leader in volunteering and service to others. So congratulations. Let me present this check. That's it. Since I'm the treasurer, that check was for $500 for our middle school students. All right, so our champion award for our high school students are Maya and Laura Harmoon, so please come up. What can I say that hasn't been said about what you two have done? I mean, from elementary school to start the foundation, and the hours that you put in, over 300 hours this past year, and then actually having clubs that you've instituted in other high schools. It's amazing. Thank you. It's amazing. So let me present the check to Laura. Oops. Thank you. All right. Let's have a picture. Thank you. You won't have to open the checks, the envelopes. I'll tell you how much. It's really $1,500, but between the two, it's $750 apiece. I just wanted everyone to know that in life there is nothing more important or nobler than giving back to others. So please know that you are recognized and deeply appreciated for all that you've done in this community. Thank you.
This year, for the first time, a third award is being presented at this event, the Lions Pride Award. Here to tell us about the award is Susan Robbins, Vice Chair of Birmingham Youth Assistance and a member of the Beverly Hills Lions Club. Susan?
Thank you, Ann, and thank you to the Birmingham Youth Assistants for the opportunity to participate in honoring our youths in service tonight. The Lions motto is pretty simple: we serve. Our honorees tonight show the wide varieties of ways that this is possible, and we're extremely grateful to be part of this. The Beverly Hills Lions Club is very excited to award our first Lions Pride Award, along with a check for $500, to Bailey Mingus. Unfortunately, Bailey's not here. So I will be getting in touch with her to make sure that she gets her award. Thank you.
Thank you all for taking the time to join us for this celebration of youth and service. Honored students, Birmingham Youth Assistance would like to thank you for all you've done and ask you to do even more. Keep doing what you're doing. Look for additional ways to help others and be leaders. Look around, encourage your peers, encourage your friends to follow your example. We hope to see many of you back here next year. Parents, what we've heard tonight did not happen by accident. Parenting is really hard work, and yours clearly has been exemplary. Thank you for teaching your kids from an early age how important it is to help others. Nominators, and that could be each and every one of you except those under 18. The Youth and Service Program needs your help. We'll be reaching out in the first quarter of next year for 2025 nominations. Keep your eyes open. Look around, look for young people in the community making a difference, and tell us about them. Our contact information is on the back of your program. Congratulations to all, and good night.